No, you internet marketing sleazebag, the title of this video is not clickbait. I am going to show you how I make millions of dollars per month from a single Facebook ad campaign. It's the simplest thing you've ever seen. In fact, I'm going to show you the most profitable ad strategy and ad method by far. I literally mean this is going to be the most profitable thing you ever do. This mindset shift, this thing you're going to see that I do with my ads that almost no one does with their ads. If you apply this to your YouTube ads, your TikTok ads, your Facebook ads, I don't care what the industry is, you're going to see a massive return. You're going to see your ads make 2, 3, 5, 10 times more than they usually would. You are going to see ads in scale wildly open up like they never have before, because suddenly your ads are going to make so much more money that you don't even have to spot check how much you're paying for the ads. They're just so damn profitable, it doesn't make any sense. The cap of your ads is how big your audience is. And if you're wondering what qualifies me to tell you this, I have built multiple 8 and 9-figure businesses fueled by ads. I run one of the fastest growing ad tracking companies in the entire world right now, Hyros, which has billions and billions of dollars a month in ad spend going through it that we're tracking. And I can see exactly what is working in the industries that you work in. And the reason I am telling you all this is simply because I want you to make a lot more fucking money with your ads. So much money that you think to yourself, hey, I'd probably like to make even more money. I should probably track my ads, because if I track my ads, then I'll accurately see where all my sales are coming from and make better ad decisions that make my ads more profitable, thus use Hyros. So my goal here is just to blatantly help you out so you make more money and to decide, finally, to increase your ad revenue by 10, 15, 20% just by plugging in Hyros. By the way, if it doesn't get that result for you, you don't pay for it. But enough about that right now. Let me just show you. So look, first things first, if you want your ads to actually be profitable, actually track them. I promise I'm not going to talk about tracking your ads for the entire rest of the video. You will actually see what's going to make your ads insanely, stupidly profitable. But if you want the number one tip, you can see right here, here's how many calls I was getting from my ads were actually tracked properly by Hyros. Here's what Facebook reported. You can see in this example right now where we had 39 calls, Facebook caught 15. We had 166 calls here, Facebook caught 100. I don't see how you expect to run your ads in e-commerce calls, SaaS demos. I don't care what you're doing. If you're missing 30% of your tracking data, I don't see how you expect to be optimized, because you're going to turn off ads that are making you money. And if you turn off ads that are making you money, you make less money. So please, when the video's done, if I help you out, come use Hyros. That's why every big name in the industry like Tony Robbins or Alex Hormozi uses it. That's why giant brands like Bodybuilding.com and Playboy use it. That's where all the biggest names and influencers in the ad space, like Ben Heath, suggest it. It really works. It's really good. And if you don't see the results I'm talking about here in your ads on scale, you don't pay for it. So now that we've talked about the actual metrics right here, I want to introduce to you a really bizarre, crazy idea when it comes to advertising. So I want you to do a little thought exercise with me. And this thought exercise is going to be more profitable for you. This 10 minutes is going to be more profitable for you than 100, 200, 500 more hours to spend in your ad account. So whenever I see questions come in, I do webinars with all of our customers at Hyros, and I'm not pitching a Hyros anymore. I promise. I'm just saying I talk to a lot of media buyers and I get tons of questions, and I can answer these questions because I see billions and billions of dollars of ad spend being spent and what's working. And people got their Facebook ads, they got their TikTok ads, they got their YouTube ads, and they got their basic front end funnels. Every single question ties into how much should I be paying per lead? How much should I be paying per call? What's the proper targeting I should be using right here? What ads are working right here? And let me give you the conclusion I've got from all of this. The big reason why people don't think their business is scaling and their ads are not scaling their business is because they think it's something they're not doing in the ad manager. They think it's something with their front end funnel. This is despite them spending hundreds and hundreds of hours in their ad manager and spending tons, infinite amounts of time on their front end funnel. Now look, if you're a person that has put in 30 minutes a day into the ad manager once every 2 weeks and worked on your front end funnel and has tried like one front end funnel and not tested very many things, yes, you probably can go and make a lot of headway by going and optimizing your ads and your front end funnel. But if you're a person that is watching YouTube videos like this and working on your advertising, this is the stupidest thought process you can ever have. Let me explain. If you look at and again, you just do what I'm going to tell you next and you're going to make twice the amount of money right after this video. I'm not joking, but you have to understand this part. So look, you are looking at these things right now, your Facebook, your TikTok, your YouTube ads. So backing up to this, right now in paid advertising, Ad targeting has never been more simpler. The AI and ad platforms what mostly do it for you. You can literally not even set targeting once you've got enough conversions in there. So step one of any Facebook, TikTok, YouTube ads, get conversions. Step two, let their targeting do it for you. That's going to work in a lot of instances. Now, on top of that, the advertising, the ads themselves, the creative, the copy, you know what the best ones are. If you spend any amount of time and effort, and a lot of it consistently in advertising, which I'm going to assume hard work is a default here, I'm going to assume you do that, you know all the best ads that are converting right now. You know the UCT templates. You've seen all the best ads and what's working for other people. You have YouTube videos of YouTubers literally breaking out all the best ads that are working right now. And then you can see all the ads in the stream working. And if anybody does exceptionally well, you hear about it in your industry afterwards. You know all the ads that are working. You know how to make them. You've probably made them yourself. Then next, the front end funnel. Now, there's only so many funnels you can make. If you've been in digital marketing for any amount of time, you know the basic funnels. You know the book funnels. You know the basic e-commerce funnels. You know the advanced ones, the crazy weird ones too. And I'm sure you've seen a lot of times that really you've seen a lot of basic funnels take off. For example, if you look at Alex Hormozi's book funnel and his ads, it's something that's been around for the last decade. If you look at a lot of e-commerce stores that are doing very well or have grown in the last few years, it's not anything new. It's not anything different. So by default, we know that there's really not something, if you're doing a lot of work, in the ad manager that's going to be the secret to all this, and it's not something in your front end funnel. If you've been doing this for any amount of time, you are probably within what I like to call the good enough range, which means no matter what you do in the ad manager, no matter what you do in your funnels, you're only going to get a 10%, 15% increase, and that's not enough to fix the problems with most ad campaigns. It's only enough to scale you a little bit further because the core problem is not the ads or the funnels. Listen to me here. Yes, your ads and funnels and ads and all that stuff is very, very important. But let's look at it this way. Let's break this down to a simple e-commerce product. Now, this applies to call funnels, demos, SaaS products. Doesn't matter. But e-commerce is a very simple business model. Person comes from the ad, they buy. That's the funnel. So we're going to stick with that situation. All right. So person comes through the funnel right here. After all is said and done, you even at your best scale, you're at 120% margins right here, meaning you make about 20%. Okay. You're breaking even almost. And the second you start to push it, you start to lose money. And no matter what you do right here, you just can't scale it any further. You keep going up a little bit, 10%, 15%, and then you go back down a little bit. So how do we go and double this business? How can we make this business's ads double? It's this simple. We get every single person that bought right here, we get 50% of them to buy one more time. That's it. This will literally double the ROI, double the profits of these ads overnight. It's that simple. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, I got some creative funnel or something like that. There's a million different ways you can attack this right here. We could go and offer a creative remarketing campaign or a follow-up funnel through it. We could offer a really crazy affiliate offer. We could offer something reoccurring. We could go and actually have someone call them on the phone and start selling them other things. There's infinite ways we can start thinking here as soon as we stop thinking over here and we start thinking over here. Now, getting people to buy more is one way we could go and make this business a lot more money. How can we also make the ads convert more? How can we make the business work better? Well, if we go and look at, for example, let's think about Alex Hormozi's ads. He has a book funnel, I believe. I actually don't know what ads Alex is running these days, but I imagine he has a book funnel, and I imagine you see some other famous marketers running book funnels. Why do their ads convert better than everybody else's? Why are they making more money and able to scale further? Because they have a better brand. That's it. So if we want these ads to convert higher, we want to make them 200% on the front end, 250% on the front end. Where should we be working on? Should we be working on these ads or should we be working on our brand? What is the reputation that we have online? So for example, I see a lot of people, their products don't work very well. I'll get into that here in a second. And so they don't have good reviews online. I can't think of a better way to kill your ad conversions than bad reviews and lack of testimonials. You know what is a great way to improve your conversions? Do the opposite of that. Get tons of testimonials and have a great brand awareness all over the internet. Even better, make sure people know who the F you are before they see your ad. How do you do that? Well, where should you be putting in 100 hours of work right here if this stuff right here is only increasing you 10, 15%? You should be putting it in your social media content and brand. So for example, if I'm running Let's look at Brian Johnson, one of the most successful e-commerce examples right now on the entire internet. Why do you think his ads absolutely shit money, which I guarantee they do? It's because everybody knows who Brian Johnson is and they like him before they ever saw an ad from him. So the secret to making your ads convert is not what's going on right here. I guarantee that the remarketing that's going on with Brian Johnson's campaigns is people that watch his videos and people interested in health products and people that have been to their website. I guarantee you that's all their advertising is. And so what's going on right here is they worked on their brand. Okay, that's just being famous beforehand. Now you're thinking, well, you know, what if I'm not famous, or what if my brand isn't famous? Maybe you should stop fucking working here, and maybe you should start working over here then, because this is not working. You're not scaling it. You're going and trying to scale a product that does not have a good brand online, that does not have well thought out funnels. That's not going to work out for you long term. It's very, very hard. That's the entire point of this video. I see everybody on these calls, everybody in these webinars that comes in and talks to me. What cost per call should I be getting? What cost per lead? What should I be saying in the ads? When you've already written 500 different ads and you've gotten the cost per call as low as it's going to fucking go for your business. The answer is as low as you can get it while it's profitable, and as long as if you get it low enough, then you work on everything else. Okay, let's talk about some other things. Maybe you get the people to buy your product more times. How do you do that? Make the product better. I don't care. Talk to your customer. Find out why they're not buying it twice. I guarantee that if you come in here and you're selling a product right here, you're selling a software, an info product or something like that, and then the people aren't buying tons more of it afterwards, go and ask them why they're not buying more afterwards, and then fix the product and improve it so they buy it 2 times. Suddenly your ads are shitting money. Or you can go ask them, what else would they be interested in buying? Or what else would they be interested in looking at? Sell that to them. Suddenly your ads are making tons more money. Ask them to leave testimonials and reviews and product reviews all over the internet. Suddenly your ads are making way more money. Get on interviews, get on podcasts, get your product out there. Suddenly people have seen your product beforehand and your ads start making you way more money. It's intangible, but go look at how your brand is online. Like, if you have a professional brand that really tells people, hey, you can like trust this product, it's awesome. What is the overall radar of what people think about your brand online? If it's nothing, that's bad. If it's bad, that's bad. If it's just lukewarm reviews, that's bad. Like, you're not going to be able to scale a business like that. The end. Finally, let's look at one of the last angles you can go with right here. Do something new. Like this is going to blow your mind again because it's so obvious. But instead of trying to go out there and make everything work right here, do something unique. One of the reasons why Hyros worked so well with ads early on, we got such a foothold in the industry, because no one was doing what we're doing because we solved a unique problem. Okay. If you look at, for example, Hims, they're the people who go and sell like ED pills and stuff like that, the dudes on the internet. What they did, and the reason why their ads absolutely blew up money, is because they went and created a unique product, and they solved the problems with delivering these products to men without having to go see a doctor. They solved that, and then their ads blew up. So if you're looking at your products and everything, like why the heck am I not able to scale my ads further? Do something unique. Solve a new problem. If your business is making money, do something unique that other people are not doing, so you're not competing with 500 other people selling the same exact thing. Sell something that nobody else is fucking selling. This is how you go and stand out. Another example of this, let's look at info marketing. For example, when Alex Hormozi, I'm going to use Alex all the time because he's just a really good example. He's a great entrepreneur. So back in the day, when everybody was doing their ClickFunnels stuff and everyone was selling consulting courses, copying Sam Ovens, Alex went and made a gym course teaching gyms how to do businesses. No one in the gym business was doing this. He made tons of money doing it. Now there's like 500 gym consulting companies out there like Gym Launch. What's the point? Like you're competing with 500 other talking heads right there. So do something unique. My big point right here is I see people stressing out over their business and their ads. And the truth is you cannot go out there and get your calls, your sales that much cheaper. Like at Hyros, I know that like there's nothing I can say in my ads. There is nothing I can do in the ad manager itself and with the landing pages to get it much cheaper than it is right now. I've tried for years. I've done it over and over again. The thing that gets it cheaper and the thing that blows up Hyros' conversions is when there's tons of really good testimonials online, when people are suggesting in their YouTube videos, when I'm releasing tons of content like this and you're interacting when I get a positive brand interaction with me, the CEO. It's the reason why it starts to grow is when we have a unique angle in our ads, or we have a unique product that we're actually selling, when we have an offer that is actually good and different than all the other tracking companies out there. When we add features or things that are creative and unique, that's what grows the company. When we work on the brand and the testimonials and results, and we show those results constantly to people and remarket them over and over and over, that's when the ads convert. Yes, this stuff matters 100%. But what people think about your brand, what you're doing, what you're selling, and people buying more and more and more is what's important. To finally tackle on that last part, at HighRisk, one of the reasons why I can be so aggressive with our ads is because of one thing. People don't leave. But it isn't a high-risk pitch, okay? If you have an e-commerce product, you have an info product, you have whatever, if people just keep buying from you, you can throw endless amounts of money at ads. You can just be fucking reckless and unoptimized as hell, and your business is going to absolutely shit money. So what I wanted to leave you with today is just this kind of passionate speech about looking at everything else except the ads. You're trying to find a way to make your business grow via the advertising instead of actually building the business properly and thinking about what people think about the business and in making them stay at the business. That's really the core. The ads are really important. Having good targeting, having good ads, that's great. But everybody knows how to do that. Everybody knows how to do it. If you've been doing it for years like I have, if you're watching this, you're probably a media buyer. You fucking know your ads. Like, it's good enough. There's nothing you're going to say in a UGC video or some magic interesting creative ad you're going to shoot that's going to double the business. The only thing that's going to double the business is the things I've talked about. And as soon as you do those things, your ads will open up, and everything you've been doing in ads the past few years is going to blow up the business as well. So do it, please. If you want actual tactics on how to do Facebook ad targeting, here you go. We'll tell you everything I'm doing. It breaks it all down, even how to make AI ads and all sorts of other cool stuff. There's so much other information on this channel about advertising, the actual nuts and bolts of ads. I just wanted to get this video out. Thanks.